welcome to the Gloucester County Institute of Technology as we have a Tri-County Conference World Division matchup between the GCIT Cheetahs and the Clearview Pioneers as the Pioneers win the tip to start the game. As you can see, Pioneers will start on offense. Howie Miller passes off for 23. These two teams met earlier on in the year with GCIT coming out victorious in overtime. 59-55 was the score. But one key for the Cheetahs missing today is senior Bryce Barnett. He is out with the flu. Bryce is the team's leading scorer with 242 points. So we'll see if that presence is missed by the Cheetahs today. Clearview has 3 players with over 200 points this season as Alex Soriano drains a field goal. Give Clearview a 2-0 lead. Muhammad brings the ball up and dishes it off to Mees. Some starters today for the Cheetahs that aren't on their normal 5 as Muhammad throws that one out of bounds, turnover, Clearview ball. Clearview's coming off a win on Saturday over Shalleck. $60-35. As that ball goes out of bounds on a tip, says the official. Talking to Coach Rob McCarcher before the game. He's in his second year as head coach of the Pioneers, and he said basketball is like a momentum sport. Every game, all season, you're just trying to ride the wave. Pioneers are going to try to ride the wave today over the Cheetahs. Miller there, a sophomore, fakes it, dishes it off to Sullivan. Sullivan goes up, but is called for the offensive foul, no basket. You saw there, Flatley was able to keep his feet and draw the foul. There you can see the starters for GCIT. Number 1, Gavin Meads. The 33, Eric Federica, Jr. Number 11, Zakai Muhammad, a junior. Number 21, Colin Flatley, a junior. And number 4, Brendan Combs, a senior. As Soriano comes away with a steal on that one. Passes it off to Picone. And this is a 3. Rebound there by Brendan Combs. GCIT head coach Joe Albino says his keys today are controlling the ball on the flow of the game while also getting some defensive rebounds and not allowing second chance points to the Pioneers, something Cheetahs struggled with all year. He also says limiting the turnovers will be key to the victory today. Cheetahs are 1-8 in the division, the Tri-County Conference World Division, while the Pioneers are 3-5. Soriano goes up and draws the foul. Foul's going to be called on Eric Federica. So Soriano will take 2 from the line. Makes the first. And makes the second. Give Clearview a 4-0 lead with 4:42 left here in the first quarter. Muhammad brings the ball up. This is off to Federica, out to Combs. What's going to be called a backcourt. And another Cheetah turnover will give the Pioneers an opportunity there at half court. Cone gets the ball into Miller. Miller out to Sullivan. Back to Miller. Down to McNicholas. Clearly passing the ball around here. Miller for the three. Misses it. But it's rebounded by Muhammad. Who misses at the other end. Rebounded by Picone. Means on the rebound off the missed shot by Suriano. Comes across the court to Muhammad. Muhammad for three. Misses. Rebounded by McNicholas. Suriano goes up with the ball. Draws a foul. Called on Muhammad. Suriano will take another two. Makes the first, checking into the game, sophomore number 5, Jake Silva. And hits the second. Silva, GCIT's leading three-point shooter, hitting 52 of them this year. Muhammad passes off to Silva. A lucky save there. Muhammad down to Federica. Federica off the knees. Flatly sets the pick. Not able to get any points out of that one. Federica for three. And hits the three. Puts the Cheetahs on the board with 2:57 left here in the first quarter. 6-3 Pioneers on top. Out to McNicholas. Picone. It looks like the refs are having a disagreement about if it's a 2 or 3. As Joe Albino calls the timeout. It looks like they're going to give Picone the 3. Joe Albino, the second-year head coach for the Cheetahs, previously had assistant coaching jobs there at Pemberton, Williamstown, and St. Joe's. Albino is a Williamstown graduate in 2004 before he went to Stockton. Played another 4 years, graduated Stockton in 2008. Talking before the game again, Albino said, this is a young team that the Cheetahs have. Although they do have 7 seniors. They return 3 or 4 of their seniors next year. One of them's hurt, has been hurt all year. Muhammad brings the ball up here to start with 2:35 left. Dishes off to Mees. Not able to take advantage of the pick set by Federica. Flatly on the pick, Silva throws that ball out of bounds. Clock stops, 2:16 left in the first quarter. Ball goes into Flatly, dishes off to Federica. Federica misses the layup. Travel called there on McNicholas. Cheetah's ball. Federico will pass it in to Muhammad. Off to Flatley. Flatley in trouble. Ref calls a push on Marco Picone. Checking into the game is number 41, a senior Frank Battaglia. Give Flatley a break. Muhammad, the layup, misses, rebounded by Suriano. Suriano takes it to the other side. This is layup his own. Rebounded by Federica. 1:19 counting left here in the first quarter. 9-3 is your score here at the Gloucester County Institute of Technology on the Gloucester County Educational Network. Gavin Mees with the ball. Passes it off to Muhammad. Misses the air ball. Rebounded by Surianos. Clearview a chance. Battaglia called for the foul. Called it a block. It's going to send underneath. Checking in for the Pioneers is number 24, Nick DeFonso. A little confusion here as the Cheetahs have 6 players on the court. Also checking in for the Cheetahs is number 12, junior Sean Donovan. And number 30, Jason Turner, a senior. And the ref calls a push on Clearview. Number 30, that's 2 fouls there on Sullivan, bringing Suriano back into the game. She'll take over, about 37 seconds left on the clock. Mees brings the ball up. Dishes it off to Turner. Back to Donovan. Over to Battaglia. To Silva. Being heavily guarded. But the Pioneers definitely know his capabilities from behind the arc. He's for the layup. Layup is good. And the last second shot by McNichols is no good. We'll go to the end of the first quarter. Pioneers on top, 9-5. Right back after this. We're back here with second quarter of play at the Gloucester County Institute of Technology Tri-County Conference Royal Division matchup between the GCIT Cheetahs and the Clearview Pioneers. As play for the ball, Muhammad is able to pick the ball up behind backcourt. Donovan for 3, and he misses. Rebounded by Suriano from Clearview. Suriano takes it to the other end. Suriano has been the man for the Pioneers today. 8 of the team's 11 points. I want to mention this game is being sponsored by Atlantic City Electric. As Suriano again. We have a timeout called by Cheetah coach Joe Albano. "30-second timeout called. Looks like he's had enough. Cheetahs have had a couple huge wins this year, including a 61-58 win over Paulsboro High School in the Christmas tournament. Cheetahs started the tournament by losing to Timber Creek 80-52, but were able to come back in the consolation bracket to beat Paulsboro. Also have wins against Woodstown, Buna, ACIT, Apsagami, Pennsauken, and Gloucester Catholic. As the Cheetahs played them on Thursday to start the month of February. Cheetahs haven't played a game in 5 days. As Muhammad shoots from the far side, rebounded by Howie Miller, steps out of bounds to give the Cheetahs the ball. Cheetahs will play at Hamilton on Thursday. As Federica shoots from behind the arc and misses, rebounded by McNichols, who's called and will give the Cheetahs the ball. As the ball goes out of bounds, Clearview will take under over there in net. Silva fouling Soriano. Steal by Muhammad over to Federica. Out to Silva, but it's blocked by Picone, who picks it up. They're all over Picone. Alfonso goes in. This is the basket, but draws a foul. Hits the basket. Foul is called on 21, Colin Flatley. Alfonso will go to the line for one, which he makes it. Don't want to jinx the Pioneers here, but they are 5 from 5 from the line. Dish off to Neves, Flatley to Donovan, rebounded by McNichols. Brought up by Soriano, who can't find senior Jimmy Heiss, number 3. Federica passes it into Mees just with 5:30 left here in the first half. And it's the simple mental mistakes here. Cheetahs, you call for the backcourt. Like we talked about earlier in the broadcast, Coach Albano stated one of his huge keys to the game was limiting turnovers. And in the second quarter, we've already had quite a few costly ones. That's Howie Miller dribbles around the ball. Pioneers lead 16-5 with 5 and change here in the second half. Lost about 10 seconds on the clock here. I believe that was McNichols for the basket. Donovan from behind the three-point line. Foul will go against the Pioneers. Ball underneath. Foul's called on number 23 sophomore Howie Miller, his first, team's fourth. Cheetahs will get the ball underneath. Gives it to Federica. Misses the layup, but is able to draw the foul. Foul called on number 11, Suriano, his first, team's fifth. Checking into the game just a minute ago was number 10, Grayson Powell. Hits them both. Dishes it off here. Wide open. McNichols hit behind the line, misses. Rebounded by Gavin Mees, who's in trouble in the corner. Gets it off to Federica. Federica to Mees. Mees from three. Off the rim. Rebounded by Soriano, who dishes to McNichols. McNichols goes in for the easy layup. 3:43, 20-7 is your score. Pioneers on top. Coach Albano calls timeout. Full timeout, 60 seconds. So far, the Cheetahs are not meeting the coach's keys to the game. As you see the huddle there with the Cheetahs. Coach Albano takes over for Josh Cassidy. Coach for a few years here at the Cheetahs, who replaced the longtime Cheetah head coach Ron Myers. As we see the Pioneers huddle and Coach Rob McCratchern, who's also in his second year. Rob came from being the JV coach for a number of years, but started off as a freshman coach. He worked his way up the ladder and now is running the program there at Clearview. Coach McCratcher also played high school basketball at Haddon Heights. As the Cheetahs will get the ball from just above half court. Gavin Mees brings it in. Over to Federica Donovan. Donovan misses, but the foul is called. Foul is called on DeFonso. His first, team sixth. At the line is Donovan. Misses the first. Makes the second. His 14th of the year. Cheetahs are putting the pressure on. But the ball is tipped by Silva, giving the Pioneers the ball under the Cheetahs basket. 3:22. Check that here to play in the first half. Pioneers swinging the ball around before Suriano goes to the basket. Stolen by Grayson Powell and Federica. Mees brings the ball up. This is off to Federica. Figure goes in for the layup and hits it. Suriano brings the ball up and throws the ball away to Holly Miller out of bounds. Cheetahs take over as Pacone checks in the game for number 3, Jimmy Heiss. Again, I want to mention this game is being sponsored by Atlantic City Electric here on the Gloucester County Educational Network at the Gloucester County Institute of Technology. The 8-11 Cheetahs playing host to the 10-8 Clearview Pioneers. A couple of rebounds before Grayson Powell is able to come up with it and draws the foul. That's Hallie Miller's second personal foul. Team's 7th. So Grayson Powell will go to the line for his chance at 1-1. He misses the first, but it's rebounded by Donovan, who gets called for the walk. Pass in the corner to Cone. Rebounded by, tipped by McNichols, rebounded by Mees. Goes all the way to the basket. The ref says the basket does not count. Foul's called on green number 3, Jimmy Heiss. His first, team's 8th. As Flatley checks back into the game. Mees hits his first. Get a chance at a second one. And he hits a second. Cheetahs down by 8 here with 2 minutes to go in the first half. As Nichols puts up the layup, rebounded by Alfonso. Foul is called. Called on Federica, his second. Team's 6th. Alfonso will go to the line for 2. Makes the first. Makes the second. Mees brings the ball up. Cheetahs down by 10. With the dribble, looking for somebody to be open. Passes down to Federica. Out to Donovan, into Flatley. Ball is tipped. Flatley recovers and gets the layup. 8-point deficit. Pioneers having trouble there. Back and calls timeout. 30-second timeout called. Pioneers lead 22-14. Here with 1:15 to go in the first half. It looks whatever message Coach Albano tried to send with that last timeout, the Cheetahs are picking it up. As you see a nice sized crowd here at the Gloucester County Institute of Technology, the home of the GCIT Cheetahs. As you see our Cheetah cheerleaders. The Cheetah cheerleaders are a 5-time NJTAC champion including for the last 2 years. Cheetahs will look to defend their title this year. Coming up. Cone passes it in to Highs. Highs waiting for a Cheetah to bite. You see the Cheetah fans do not like this play calling. As Mees bites on Highs. Plays excellent defense. Ball is thrown into Soriano. Foul is called on number 21 Flatley. His second. Team 7th. I will send Soriano to the line. Soriano makes the first. Soriano makes the second. 6 for 6 today on free throws. Silva brings the ball up. 20 seconds left here in the first half. 10 seconds. Ball is dished out to Donovan, throws into Mees. 3. Mees goes up with it. He makes it just ahead of the buzzer. Going to halftime. We have a 24-16 score. The Pioneers will start with the ball to start the second half. We go to break. Again, Clearview on top, 24-16. Welcome back here to the Gloucester County Institute of Technology. Pioneers of Clearview are on top of the Cheetahs of GCIT. 24-16 we start the second half of play on a missed shot by Dan Sullivan, who sat majority of the second quarter due to foul trouble. Mees gets it in. Check that. Federica gets it in to Combs. Jump ball, Cheetah's ball. Gavin Mees passed the ball into Flatley. Mees on the rebound. Out to Muhammad. May have been a man underneath open for the Cheetahs. Missed opportunity there. As Mees sends it over to Combs. Muhammad drives it. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Clearview's Howie Miller. Before it is stolen, you get the steal to Muhammad. And we'll give the points to Gavin Mees, who starts the second half scoring. Howie Miller has the ball for the Pioneers. Passes it off to McNichols. McCone open in the corner. Misses. Long shot. Rebounded by Sullivan, who steps on the line. Turns the ball over. Giving the Cheetahs a chance. Looks like Coach Albano made a few adjustments there at halftime, as Muhammad brings the ball up for the Cheetahs. Federica pops out, hits the 3. And now, just like that, we have a 3-point ball game. Sullivan bobbles the ball there, but it's recovered by Miller. Miller into Sullivan. Out to McNichols. And that's Suriano in for the layup. Misses the layup and fights with Mees for the rebound. Clearview looking for a call there. Mees dishes it off to Muhammad, out to Federica for three again. And we have a tie game here. Just like that, the Cheetahs are back in this game. 8-0 run to start the second half. Clearview calls a timeout. That was a fantastic way for the Cheetahs to come out here to start the second half. 2 threes for Federica and a layup for Mees as McCracken goes over his game plan with his Pioneers. Albano does the same for the Cheetahs. There you see that number 5, Jake Silva, the sophomore, has re-checked into the game. That's the first horn here with a timeout. Coach Albano has really brought a fire to this team. That started with Coach Cassidy, and Coach Albano has continued the work that Coach Cassidy left off. Really trying to lead the Cheetahs into a new winning direction. As you might have saw on the back wall is the new banners that were unveiled this week for the Cheetahs, commemorating all of their wins in tournaments. Coach Albano joked that he needs to get a basketball banner up there. The Cheetahs pass the ball around. Sullivan on the shot, misses, rebounded by Federica, dishes it off to Silva as Coach Albano slows him down. Silva dishes to Federica. Spin, goes in for the layup, and is called for a walk. That'll be a turnover for the Cheetahs. Clearview ball as Miller brings the ball up. Miller to McNichols. McNichols misses the three, rebounded by Gavin Mees. Mees going to what looked like to be the corner. Dishes it back out to Federica as Mees goes to the right side, but is called for the travel. Again, turnover for the Cheetahs. We'll give the ball back to the Pioneers. It's 2 turnovers on the last 2 plays. Looks like the timeout may or may not have killed some of the momentum the Cheetahs had. Pioneers pass the ball around before Suriano goes up with it, hits the 2, gives the Pioneers back a 2-point lead. The first points of the half. Just under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Mees over to Silva. Silva in for the layup, and the layup is good. Looks like we're going to have back and forth type of a ball game for a little bit. Again, the Cheetahs are missing their top shooter in Bryce Barn. Team's leading scorers. Sullivan misses that 3, rebounded. by the Cheetahs. Over to Brendan Combs. Combs for the three. Misses the three. Rebounded by Mees. Mees to Silva. Silva for three. Silva misses the three. Rebounded by Clearview's Soriano, who pushes the ball. Goes for the layup. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Mees once again, as Coach Albano gives a slow down to Mees. Mees out to Federica, misses the three-point shot. Rebound by McNichols, out to Sullivan. Sullivan also misses the three-point shot. Rebounded by Combs. Combs dishes off to Federica. Federica back to Combs to Mees. Mees goes in for the layup. He hits the layup. The Cheetahs take their first lead of the game here with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Cheetahs are called for the foul on Sullivan. That's Flatley, his third, team's first of the half. Sullivan misses his first. Both Grayson Powell and Sean Donovan check back into the game for the Cheetahs, as Sullivan prepares to take his second shot with a minute and 50 left on the clock. Makes the second shot. Cheetahs will look to extend their lead. Fancy work there by Federica. Federica over to Mees. Will stumble. Powell to Donovan. Donovan over to Federica. Federica drives it. And again is called for the walk. And that is much to the disliking of the Cheetahs fans, as Miller brings the ball in for the Pioneers. Nichols from three misses, rebounded by Federica. Federica with the ball. Closely guarded by Sullivan. Out to Mees. Mees looking for a place. Over to Silva. Donovan. Back to Silva for three. Misses the three, rebounded by McNichols. But Silva draws the foul. Silva's first, team's second of the half.
Get 2 steps, you know.
Miller brings the ball up once again. Less than a minute here in the third quarter. Ball rolls around, picked up by Soriano, and Soriano gets the basket as the Pioneers take the lead back. 20 seconds here left in the third quarter. Federico with the ball handling. Around the back, dishes to Powell. Powell is in for the basket. Cheetahs take the lead back. Three-point shot for Soriano makes the buzzer beater. I think that's going to set it up for an interesting fourth quarter as the Pioneers go to the fourth quarter leading 32-30. We'll be right back after these messages. We are back here as you see a blast from the past. The Cheetahs' new banner that will hang around the gym showing you the sectional championships for both golf in 2008 and the softball in 2013 The only 2 sectional championships owned by the Cheetahs were back here as the Pioneers of Clearview faced the Cheetahs of GCIT in a Tri-County Conference Royal Division matchup. Pioneers took the lead with a 3-point shot, as you recall, to end the third quarter. Cheetahs are playing excellent defense since the start of the second half. Cheetahs defense held the Pioneers to just 8 points in the third quarter, the lowest of the game. Soriano was able to hit the basket for 2. Soriano has definitely been the difference maker today for the Pioneers. "21 points for Soriano." Check that. 23 points with a chance at 24. As the Cheetahs draw the foul. Foul was on Sean Donovan, check that. His first, team's third. As Soriano stays perfect on foul shots. And just like that, it's a 7-point game. Muhammad draws the foul. Foul will now be on Howie Miller, his third, team's first of the half. That's crucial. Miller having the 3 fouls for the Pioneers. As Muhammad makes his first. We mentioned that the Pioneers had just 8 points in the third quarter. Cheetahs had their game high at 14 as Muhammad misses his second, rebounded by McNichols. Miller with the ball. Off to McNichols for 3, hits the 3. And we have a 9-point game with 6:36 to play. Muhammad dishes it off to Silva. Silva to Federica in the corner. Federica with the ball. Drives it in, goes for the jumper. Caught in the air by Soriano. Soriano tries to bounce past McNichols. Stolen by Muhammad over to Mees, and Mees is unable to come up with it. Pioneer avoid what looked to be a sure 2 points. She's putting the pressure on Miller. Gets the ball to McNichols, ball on the ground. A foul is called. Looks like it's going to be on Mees. That's his first of the game. Team's fourth.
Supposed to be a travel foul.
Cheetah fans are not happy with that call. As Miller dishes it on the inside to DeFonso. DeFonso misses, rebounds it, and hits the basket. Muhammad with the ball. Goes straight up, but is called for the travel as Flatley checks back in the game for Donovan. Soriano with the ball. Passes it off to DeFonso. DeFonso to McNichols. McNichols for 2. And Coach Albano has seen enough. He calls for the timeout. 5:26 to play here in the fourth quarter. It will be a 60-second timeout. Coach Albano not very happy at this point. Again, we want to mention this game is brought to you by Atlantic City Electric. We want to thank them for being a great sponsor of high school sports for around South Jersey. As you may recall, Atlantic City Electric sponsored our football season. You see Clearview coming out of the timeout. Pioneers back on the court. Coach Albano intending to use all 60 seconds of his timeout.
Come on, take over, White.
5:26 to play here in the game. Cheetahs take the ball from the far side as Muhammad brings the ball up. Silva and Federica get tangled up as the ball goes in the flatly. Soriano is able to draw the steal over to McNichols. McNichols back to Soriano, out to Sullivan. Sullivan, he thinks he looks. Misses the jumper. It's rebounded by DeFonso off the hands of Muhammad. Ball goes out of the hands of McNichols and into the hands of the Cheetahs. As Silva brings the ball up.
Go, dominate.
Silva to Combs. Combs misses the layup, gets the rebound. Misses his second shot. This time rebounded by Sullivan. Sullivan back to Miller. Miller over Soriano. Soriano up to McNichols. But jump ball is called by the officials.
It's a travel, dude.
Coach McCracken not happy with the call. Cheetahs will take over on the far side. Federica into Muhammad. Muhammad. Nice pick by Combs. Ditches up to Federica. Back to Muhammad. Over to Mees. Over to Silva. Silva misses one, but not one, but two. Rebounded by Muhammad. Giving to Mees. Mees out to Muhammad. Over to Federica for three, and he hits the three. Just like that, it's a 10-point game. Miller has the ball, gives it out to Sullivan. Back to Miller. Over to DeFonso. Soriano misses. DeFonso. Federica fight for the ball. Federica gets it in. Foul's called on. Foul's called on what looks to be Federica. That would give who misses Donovan on the rebound. Donovan to Mees in the corner, who dribbles in for the layup, and the layup is good. Cheetahs still trail by 10 with 3 minutes to play. Soriano misses, rebounded by DeFonso. DeFonso shoots it, rebounded by Muhammad. Muhammad over to Mees, who misses the layup but draws the foul. Foul is called on number 23, Howie Miller. I believe that's his fourth. Team's second. It seems like McCracken is going to be leaving his sophomore in the game with 4 personal fouls. Gavin Mees at the line. Misses the first one.
Come on, Gavin, you got it.
Hits the second.
Come on, Dominic, defense, line. Let's go defense. Let's go.
Miller over to McNichols. McNichols down to Sullivan. Sullivan for the 2-point basket. And a timeout is called by McCracken with 2:41 here to play in the 4th quarter. Cheetahs are, check that, Pioneers are on top, 48-37. As GCIT Athletic Director Mike McLear gives us the Gloucester County Educational Network version of our Prince tribute. You see tonight's officials. Not very popular with the popular vote of the crowd. First horn. Both coaches seem still intently talking to their players. As we see a shot of the Pioneer fans. Again, 2:41 left here in the ball game. As Federican will pass it in to Muhammad. Muhammad over to Silva. Silva out to Mees. Mees in for the layup. Layup missed. Rebounded by Suriano. And heavily guarded by Mees. Mees is called for the foul. His second, team's 5th. Suriano bringing the ball up. It's stolen by Mees. He's got a 1-on-1, but the reach by Alfonso. Looks like he's called for the foul. His second. Team's 3rd. Looks like Mees will get 2 and hit the 3rd.
Let's go defense.
And she will take the ball back. Eight-point game as Muhammad brings the ball up. This is out to Silva. Silva out to Mees. Mees over Muhammad. Muhammad misses a shot. Donovan goes to the jump ball, but it's cold for the holding.
That's a good. I'll give you that. That was good. You got that one on.
Donovan's second. Team's 7th. McNichols makes the first. And hits the second. The ball to Mees over to Federica. Federica into Donovan. Donovan out to Mees. Mees for three. Mees hits the three. 8-point game. 1:29 to play. It's still anybody's game. Looks like Mees over there with a block. Call for pushing. Mees is third personal to 8th. It looks like 15 Dom Thomas will be entering the game. Marco Picone makes the first. Makes the second shot. Federica over to Mees. Dom Thomas draws a foul for the Clymiers. Thomas called for his second foul. That'd be the 4th and 5th. Mees goes in for, misses the layup, rebound of Federica. It's a jump ball. Ball will go to Clearview. As Soriano checks into the game. As you can see, the Pioneers have a rather taller lineup. Cheetahs are a little bit on the shorter side. As Donovan steals the ball and hits the layup. With about 48 seconds to go. Sullivan is fouled. And Sullivan is fouled. Sullivan makes the first shot. Didn't catch who did the foul of Sullivan as he hits his second shot. Into a 9-point game. Federica goes up for the layup, misses it, but is fouled by Sullivan. And that will be the third foul on Sullivan. Federica goes to the line. This is the first. And this is the second. Soriano on the rebound. Donovan forces the ball out of his hand and will be called for the foul. Donovan, that's his third, team's 10th foul of the half. Soriano will be taking the shots. Makes his first. This is one team. This is one player that Cheetahs did not want to foul. Makes both his shots. So now it's called by McCracken. 30-second timeout with 28.3 seconds left to play in the game. Cheetahs are down by 11. First horn. I dare not say, again, the results of what happened last time. As the second horn is sounded. And it will be the Cheetahs' ball with, again, 28.3 seconds left in the game. Mies into Muhammad. Silva for three. Misses the three. Rebound. He gets his own rebound. And Silva draws the foul. The foul is on Pacone. Silva will shoot two. Silva misses the first. Coming into the game is DeFonso checking in for Pacone. Makes the second. As DeFonso goes to the other end. Same result. Rebound by Sullivan, 6.6 seconds left. And he will wind down the clock. And that's your final score here. Pioneers on top. Pioneers on top, 58-46. Stay tuned to the postgame right after this. We are back here at GCIT as the Clearview Pioneers are victorious over the Cheetahs, 58-46. And I'm here with Alex Soriano, the star of the game, 25 points. You know, kind of talk to me about this win. You know, they were able to beat you last time in overtime. How big was this win for you guys?
I think we were a different team than we were in the beginning of the year. I think we really want to come out here and get some revenge on them because I think we should have won that game last game. But second half, we kind of didn't come out as we did in the first half. Came out a little slow second half. So we want to come out here and get a win. We moved to 11-8.
You know, like you said, you moved to 11-8 on the season. You know, put yourselves in a good position. You know, does it feel good to kind of start riding the wave of the momentum and getting a couple wins here?
Yeah. How much streak are we on right now? Four game?
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
We were 3-6 to start the season.
What Coach McKircher was talking about is trying to want to finish the season off undefeated. How many games we got left? 5?
5 or 6.
We're in 4 games, so we're trying to win 9 straight at the end of the season. But it's going to be tough, but I think we can do it if we all play together as a team.
You know, and how key was that timeout Coach called there in the third quarter to kind of get your minds regrouped as the Cheetahs were coming back on, I think, a 7-0 run there?
It was very important. It's a good timeout right there. I don't know what to say right now.
Well, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Cut that one out because I know to say it.
I'm here with Coach. Coach, same question to you. How big is this win for you guys?
I mean, every win is big. We talked about the importance of finishing strong in the conference especially. And, GCIT is a program on the rise, and they gave us a great game at our place. And, we wanted to kind of come out and not take any game for granted and, just take it one at a time. That's sort of our mantra. So, yeah, I mean, this is a big one, but the next one hopefully will be just as big. So.
How huge was Alex for you? Maybe all season he's been for you. 25 points today. He said 23 was his other high.
Yeah, he's a kid that will turn it on when we need it. I mean, he's a tough kid. Coming back, he didn't play last year, so coming back and joining the team and kind of being the glue for us has been really important. And and he really kind of offers us a style of tough play that we try to preach to our younger guys. I mean, most of his points, I think, were, putbacks or transition buckets and going hard to the paint. And he's actually a better shooter than people probably know. So, I mean, he's kind of choosing to take it hard to the basket. We joked that he models his game after Ben Simmons. I said, if you end up half that player, we'll be okay. So,
I guess what's some things you guys kind of work on from here, for the rest of the year?
Cleaning up the mistakes. There were a couple plays where I thought we forced passes that we didn't have to force. A couple plays where we sort of let the composure kind of slide a little bit and let the moment get to us. And we have a lot of seniors, but we also have a lot of young kids, and they're learning how to close out games, and that's going to be huge for come playoff time and down the stretch. We got some tough games coming up.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck to you.
Hey, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Wrapping it up here from GCIT. Final score 58-46. Thank you to Atlantic City Electric for sponsoring today's game. We'll see you next time here on the Gloucester County Educational Network.